Paul Henderson as an attempt to start my new trek or purpose for the rest of my life is to not necessarily become a First Amendment auditor, but a person to help guide these small towns and rural areas and the county governments in rural small areas to become more public, to become more open to the public. Closed door policies, bad word. The decorum, the appearance of the small town or the county. Um, Taking into account the nepotism, maybe. Big brother, we're all friends. It's my brother's the mayor, and the mayor's daughter is the clerk. The sheriff is the uncle. Grandpa might be, one of the paid historical salaried guy that watches the house in the museum, whatever the town's famous for, and all the cousins are street department workers. Believe me, you'll see a lot of that. These small towns and small county governments, they have a built-in what's called complacency, concrete traditionalism. That means they're not going to change. Now, outsiders come in to tell them what they can do. If you point that cell phone video camera at my sister's face, we're going to arrest you, throw you in the dungeon, and I'm going to become Billy Bob's play toy. That's not going to work. And you will see many, many, many instances where the small town, sheriff or brother or, detective, John Smith was raided for child kiddie porn or had some inappropriate contact with one of the employees at the food pantry. Hey, it's possible. You'll see it. You'll see it. And anybody coming in from the outside world is taboo. And these small towns, it's scary because I drove through small towns for years. As long as you go in and buy something, you pay taxes in that town. You should have every right to view its government in operation. Not have, closed doors and the mayor and the clerk and everybody's going swimming because it's summertime. They have 2 meetings a month or whatever, and okay, we're adjourned at 6:15. Meeting started at 6. It kind of, it doesn't work that way. Case in point, Houston, Missouri, not a few months ago, Houston, Missouri police tried to tell the employee at the liquor store that you have to play back this video in your machine at the policeman's order to see if this gentleman was actually drunk, videotaped driving in drunk. Thank God the owner got there. I firmly believe in this. You cannot let police into a business or your home without a subpoena or a warrant. It doesn't work that way. I'm glad that lady wasn't fired, and the mayor obviously was voted out. But to show us a point that the government wants to get into our lives. The government and the police state want to dominate, control. For you to pay fees to keep them operating. Well, it's a new time in this world. It's time for change. It's time for these county buffoons to operate at a code of conduct that is, solid, friendly. For example, Ava, Missouri, Douglas County. Now, Douglas County is a very, very well-looked, groomed building, nice building, Their deputies are spit and polish, very impressive. And yet the Ava police, you got these. Uh, well, I'm gonna have to say it. I mean, their activity and their appearance. Well, look at me. I'm 58 years old. Like dark circles, and my teeth are floating around my face. That's me. But I'm a hell of a singer, and I can still, do the tango, and with some help of some medicinal accoutrements. But anyway, uh, I'm gonna mention their names. We know who they are. It's two gentlemen that just, it's like something you see out of a, out of a, some kind of Dukes of Hazzard show at night. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, folks, wouldn't you think that the city police and the sheriff's department should look the same? Maybe slightly different. I mean, whatever the reasons are, the pay differences. I mean, come on, unmarked trucks in the streets with the blue light to pull you over. I don't think so. I think if you're going to be a police officer, you need to be appearing like a police officer. Not some hoodie and a pair of jeans and some tennis shoes and the flag on the wall with the white stripe with the red stripe on it. The red stripe. I'm sorry, but that's a symbol of a mob type mentality. I know IRS rules. You can do it. Free press, free to collective. And the police are definitely a collective agency. But I think in the public view, that's defacing the flag. If I see somebody throwing the flag away, you can't do that. I'm a veteran. The proper way to do it, you actually burn it. You know what I do? I burn it. I salute, and I burn it. Because you don't want to throw it away. You don't want to bury it. You do the right thing. I'm a patriot. But the main thing is to hold the counties accountable for their behavior, for their maybe overtaxing, maybe too early curfews. I mean, I've seen police curfews. Come on, what, 10 o'clock? The kids got to go to be in the house. I'm sure if anything, if there's something's open at night, the gas station, the kids are going to want to hang out there. There might not be many kids, but make it something where the kids can hang around. I see a bunch of kids sitting in Gainesville on Friday nights in summertime. They just hang around down there, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think we should have a park or something available for them to sit down. Maybe a little center for them to get into. We don't want to tell kids they got to stay home. Go back in your house at 10 o'clock. If I see you, and I'm going to frisk you, and I'm going to, you're going to be arrested and taken back to your parents. And then who has time for that? We only got Ozark County, one of the cleanest, safest counties I've ever lived in. Wonderful county. It's nice people, good sheriff. The sheriff, I don't even know where he is. I mean, he's in his office doing something. But he has an open door policy. If you want to go see him, don't go in there with the camera and say, "Hey, I'm free to be here. I'm gonna, I have a right. You cannot tell me I gotta leave." But I guarantee, if you take that cell phone near a city citizen in the city doing business with, let's say, clerk, whatever, you cannot pick up audio. You cannot have audio. I know that for a fact. I don't care. Because any judge, sue anybody, you have to do it right. You can't go in there and demand things. And, you got to do it right. And am I first amendment auditor? No, but I know how to be one. My job is to help people and help counties better their image. If I see something that I don't like, that I think is, then I'm going to be with the other person. Okay, it's time for the image change. Time for better behavior. What they did to that JD News man, I won't say his name, but JD News was it was ugly, very ugly. And then when he went to the meeting, town meeting, he had the sheriff and the 2 or 3 and everybody like was SWAT was there. Like, watch you, make sure you don't Sir, you better not film. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying the image of these people standing, you know, making sure there's come on, it's Nazi Germany. If you want to go to a meeting and you're off duty, well, wear a pair of jeans and a shirt. If you want to have one person there at the well, for safety, then have one guard, one cop. Make sure you pay him overtime, but go home, people, or go to the meeting and clean. Don't sit there going, "We're going to make sure there's no First Amendment auditors going to walk through that door, and he's going to badmouth us, and he's going to look at my sister wrong, and I'm going to slap the shit out of him, and then I don't care, and what's this? And I'll make me a false statement, ship it over to Ozark County, have the judge there sign it for warrant." I'm glad the judge in Ozark County withdrew that warrant for JC. I'll tell you why. That was the most childish, juvenile thing I have ever witnessed. Went with the Case Act, and it said was withdrawn. That's good. That's good, because this behavior is this thug behavior. Like, you can't come in here and tell us how to run our business. You get him out of here. The mayor coming up to the guy and push them on his face. There's nothing wrong with these people. They might be a little bit too aggressive, but they're in the right to do what they want to do. They can film you, But I mean, yeah, and they can, use colorful metaphors, or middle finger index things that flip you off. A lot of people hate the cops. I don't like cops myself. They operate under this guise that they have to dominate you, keep you law-abiding citizen, punish you, and you need to see my ID. It's structured on a bunch of old men sitting and old ladies sitting on this courtroom thing. Well, we can allow them to do that, and we can't do them do that, and all these damn $250,000 words. It's a bunch of Huey. I see two cops detaining a citizen and mistreating, and they're screaming, and then don't resist. They're only saying that shit because that's their new way of doing things with the body cams. The body cams should be. No, notice this. The body cam is viewing, copying what you do. You cannot act without the boundaries of decent behavior, decent codes. You cannot be a thug, be an alpha male. Alpha male, yeah, that one alpha male is going to be the captain. I'm Captain Smith. I instruct them. Well, yeah, Officer Smith possibly may have been overbearing, but we will have to wait and see until the investigating committee comes up with their. We're going to see if we all saw the video. It doesn't matter who looks at it. Oh, slow it down. We're going to go frame by frame and let me see. Hold on. Let me get my glasses here. Okay, yeah, I see the brown object, black object there, everything down. That was a possible weapon that nobody else saw. I'm so sick of this bullshit. The Caitlin Taylor, Travis Price, Black Lives Matter. I mean, last year I thought they were a joke. I said, but white lives matter too. I matter. But I know why now. Because they treat it differently. I shooting somebody in the back, you'll see, well, police are now they're mistreating everybody. They were mistreating. Well, I shot her in the back, but she ran away and she was going to throw a rock at me. Or a black pregnant lady in the car at Kroger stole a couple of things of beer, and yet, so she was scared of her life. She wouldn't evade. They shot her, killed her. These officers have to be looked at. Well, we have another complaint of you using a little bit too much force on you. Maybe you shouldn't have grabbed her throat. Maybe we should put you in remedial training on how to deal with different. Lisa Edwards, that poor lady that was mistreated like that. So we expect those three cops going to be healthcare workers. You know, they're going to get and okay, deliver in the torture mobiles. What the hell? Get up in there. Get up in there. I can't. Yeah, man. You're faking. You're faking it. You're faking it. I was disgusted with that. Sick with that. I cried like a baby. Well, this is my initial video, and hopefully it'll upload okay without any problems or any copyright things or whatever. I don't even know what the hell. I found this hat in the trash can. So, yeah, I'm not a hypocrite, but I look sloppy. It's my right to be sloppy, but am I going to be? Hey, man, I'm here to film you with this camera, and you better be nice to me. That's not the way to do it, folks. That's not the way to do it, folks. Use some respect, okay? Yes, I will shave. I will, wear a nice shirt. be respectful. These ladies that say, okay, these ladies are working in these public offices, don't film me because my hair is down. Don't film me because I have my mascara on. Well, okay, yes, I'm going to respect your rights. I'm going to respect you, but they won't. I won't make a complaint to the city because that lady didn't tell me her name and salary and shit. I don't give a crap about that. My job is to make sure that you're doing the things you need to do to keep these people from bugging the shit out of you. Because they don't want to come in there and just rattle your cage. Rattle your cage. Yes, I'd like to have access to the county. It all boils down to these dungeons. We want to make sure that there's nobody in there going, hey, you need to wash up or I'm going to whip you. That shit's over with. Does it exist? Case, yeah. What about that idiot in Greensboro, Arkansas, that stole the car because it had tags on it, out in the man's yard? Out in the man's yard. Literally stole it. I can't believe it. Stole his car. Sean, I'll say his name, Sean. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're trying to find somebody in Arkansas so it can put up a federal lawsuit because his rights were violated. The state robbed that man of his vehicle. A vehicle, in the eyes of the law, is your property, like your couch, your carton of milk. It's in your house. It's in your. You cannot follow you into your driveway and make a fucking traffic stop. That's idiotic. And this guy was mean, rude. We're not gonna put up. Ain't got body cam. I'll get a body cam. I don't care what that. I'll do what the hell I want to do. That's my job. Make sure you adhere and you put the guy in torture cuffs because he didn't want to babysit him. Idiotic. This guy. Okay, this guy's going to pay. I'm sorry. That's all there's to it. This guy's going to be having a very, very early retirement. It is what it is. If you see something that's uploaded to the YouTube and said body cam on it and serial number, that cop better behave and treat people nice and not be overbearing and not dominant. Sir, I told you to get out of the car right now, or I'm gonna rip you out of there. Yeah, those days are over, folks. Those cops, those days are over. You will be held accountable more and more. If you want to keep these guys with cameras out of your ass, then you better perform and you better be nice. You better be treating the citizens with respect, or things are gonna get much worse. Much worse. Much worse. You'll see. I see this shit every fucking day. I can't even go to sleep for the past 2 weeks. That's why I'm sick. I'm sick. I haven't eaten that well. The shit I've seen nationwide just recently. The brutality. It's that. Okay, before cameras, that didn't happen before cameras because we weren't privy to it, to its existence. What does that fucking mean? Because before cameras, people didn't care. People didn't hold themselves accountable. Look, Ironton, Ohio. These idiots following around this girl, Sarah Page. Ma'am, I'm stopping you because you didn't. Whoever got a ticket by not hitting your damn turn signal? I never. I got tickets when I was younger. How about your car's not painted the same color as your title says? What the hell is that shit about? Or illegal lane change? What the hell is that? I mean, I forget what it is because I never got tickets to doing it. What's wrong with these people? Remember, body cams are there for a reason. Okay, they're there for us to monitor the activity of law enforcement. And if they get out of line, if they cuss at somebody, I'm sorry. Time for some behavior modification because we're not going to tolerate it. Leave the alpha male in the office, and you guys go out and you treat people nice. So if the black guy runs away, if he stole something from the store, a piece of gum, he runs away, don't shoot him in the back. Don't shoot him in the back. Let him run away. Who cares? So he broke the law. You'll see him next day because he'll be black because your husband or the poor man's wife will go, he came home last night and he tried to kill me. And then, okay, this black lady called the cops because her husband was abusive. So what happens? The cops come to the door, they break the door down, the black lady is holding a knife to protect herself from her husband, and they shoot her. Come on. Well, it's cop safety. Cop safety. It's our safety. But you think everybody's out in the world and wants to kill you? You keep acting what you're doing. You keep acting and doing what you're doing. Yes, maybe so. Maybe they'll be. I think I saw a video when this black guy escaped away from these two cops, got in the car, found a gun, shot one, shot the other one, and ran off. I don't know if they got him or not, but there was one dead cop and one cop had bullet in him. See what I mean, folks? Respond in kind, respond in kind. Or if you look like you got tattoos and you just got out of school, you're driving a nice car. What you doing in a nice car? Hey, boy, what you doing in a nice car? Let me see your ID. Yeah, that's another video. Another video. This is my first one. That's why this is my soapbox here. I got a lot more to say. Hope this will upload and hope people start watching it because I don't know how they're gonna start watching it. Unless I'm gonna get it out there, I'll probably be the only one watching it. But hopefully you'll get the word across that I'm in this for good. I'm unemployed. I'm driving a van without no stickers on it. But, I can't afford it. I gotta get a job. To me, this is a job. I pay myself in the knowledge that hopefully people will learn. People will treat people with respect. That's all I ask. That's all we ask. Now, next time I will fix my teeth right so I don't look like some old blabbering, paranoid veteran. The people are all out to get me. The government not to get me. No, the government's out to do what they want to do. Does they get away with it? Okay, folks. Thank you. My first video.